All right. It's been, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been almost like a whole year, I feel like. Almost a whole, I don't think we've done HLCS since like winter. But it is now July 3rd, ladies and gentlemen, and other people. And we are back with HLCS. Giorgio, with Gio, making his debut with Giorgio's Bizarros versus Quio's Keystones. We have many returning players. I think Gio's the only new one, but some old familiar faces that haven't played in a while. So on Giorgio's Bizarros, we have Bobby, Declan, Gio, Sam, and Jordan. And then for Quio's Keystones, we have Anthony, Cobi, Liam, Quio, and Woosung. So a lot of rivalries, a lot of matchups here. Um, Really curious to see how everyone does because people haven't been playing League of Legends as much recently. I think out of all the players, Sam is the one that's been playing the most. Um, if I were to guess. But yeah, a lot of people are not going to be very good. Oh, Liam's been playing a lot. Who am I kidding? But yeah, we'll see if the people who have historically carried will be able to carry their team to victory this time, and if the typical inters will continue to int. But it's a new season. It's like I don't know how many. There's probably been like at least two champion releases since last time we played. But yeah, here we are on the ban phase, banning out Anthony's Jin, Kobe's Blitzcrank, and Woosung's Irelia. Very typical. Banning out Kyo's Graves, Sam's Morgana, and Bobby's Yasuo. So a lot of comfort picks taken away here from game one. But Giorgio's Bizarros will take Ryze on first pick. Not really sure who that's going to be for. I think Declan likes playing Ryze, and Jordan likes playing Ryze maybe. But yeah, I mean, because these guys haven't been playing much, I don't really have much information on what they're comfortable with. So could just see some good meta picks. Like yeah, I see Zyra's being picked for Kyo's Keystones. It wouldn't surprise me if because Liam and Anthony are on the same team, and that's always just like a pain point because they both play ADC. But it wouldn't surprise me if Liam decides to concede ADC for Anthony because Anthony can't play anything else. And I think that might be Liam's Zyra jungle. Oh, Gio did say he only plays Shen now. He stole my whole thing. He like I don't even play Shen that much anymore, to be honest. Actually, that's not true. I still play Shen, but I'm not as good as I once was. But now Gio's taking up the mantle. He is now just Shen. And yeah, so right now we got probably locked into solo lanes here for JoJo's Bizarros, which is not typical because many counter picks are still open to these champions. Um, I know Cobi could be playing top. If he picks Mordekaiser into Shen, it's gonna be very hard for Gio to play that matchup. It's like one of the worst Shen matchups. I can tell you that much. And Lux gonna round out the comp or the round one picks for Kyo's Keystones. So I'm gonna guess it's Liam on Zyra, Anthony on Jinx, Woosung on Lux. Anthony and Woosung in the bot lane have been pretty successful together, and Woosung especially on Lux has been quite successful. Sam getting his Nami on Georgia's Bizarros is what I'm anticipating. So Kobe is notably has not picked a champion yet, so he could get target banned here. As we see, the Garen's already taken away. That used to be a round one ban every time, but seems like they were more fearful of the other comfort picks. And Belveth is taken away. I'm not sure who played Belveth before. Liam's played Belveth before, but yeah, I think Liam's gonna be playing Zyro jungle this game. And Varus taken away. That's just a strong pick. I really don't know what's going on with Giorgio's Bizarros. All I know is that Gio's probably playing Shen and Sam's playing Nami. Declan does like playing ADC, but he also likes playing mid. So it could be the Ryze could be going to Declan. And Sejuani taken away as well. I don't think Giorgio's Bizarros knows that Zyra's going into the jungle. So Kobe just gets to pick here with one less ban to worry about. I really think he should pick Mordekaiser. It's really good into Shen. Urgot not as good, but whatever is comfortable for him. Um, yeah, that matchup does kind of suck for Shen later on, but if Kobe's not careful, he can get he can lose a lot of trades early against this Shen. But should be fun top lane matchup. Gio versus Kobe, old roommates duking it out, keeping it honest. And oh, Lucian Nami. Oh my goodness. We got Lucian Nami for Giorgio's Bizarros as well as the Realm Warp and the Stand United. So a lot of map mobility here, which is pairs really strongly with the strong bot lane because that means you can just run like a 1-3-1 or a 4-1 like very well. You just avoid a 5v5 a lot. It does kind of go against the Amumu pick who wants to be in big team fights, but Amumu is just really good at getting picks too. So it's also just a solid early game jungler. Uh, Not early game, but like just a solid jungler overall because in the HLCS because you can't go wrong with just massive team fighting. And as I say that massive team fighting, Brand will round out the comp here for Kyo's Keystones. Will be Brand jungle probably. Also very strong in team fights. So yeah, picking technical picks like Ryze and Shen are very hard, are much more harder, much more difficult to execute. Rather like Amumu Brand, like you're just trying to hit as many people as possible, and that normally leads you victory at our level of play. So yeah, looks like that will be it for the draft. We'll see. Who needs to start this? Sam, start when ready. But yeah, really liking. I really like both comps to be honest. I do think Giorgio's Bizarros could lack damage based off of what Ryze decides to build. But honestly, Lucian, whoever's piloting that Lucian has to carry. Um, Otherwise, if they fall behind, they're gonna be missing a lot of damage. Shen is not really known for his damage. Nami is a enchanter. Amumu does have a considerable amount of damage, but not enough to outdamage a Jinx, Zyra, or Urgot brand. Um, so yeah, I will say that's one limitation of Giorgio's Bizarros. Kyo's Keystones have a lot of obvious um, a lot of obvious strengths. Did we pick? Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, Kyo's Keystones have a lot of obvious strengths. Zyra, Jinx, Brand, Lux, they all do so much damage, and Zyra, or Jinx and Lux especially, will be able to outrange things like an Amumu or Shen. So Giorgio's Bizarres have to be really creative with their flanks if they want to get an even better engage that isn't just an Amumu bandage toss into ult. One thing about Kyo's Keystones is that they don't really have a front line outside of Urgot. So depending on Kobe's presence on the map, Kyo's Keystones could easily just get rolled over by a Lucian, Nami, and Mumu running at them, even in a 3v4 situation, because yeah, there's just too much damage that would come out of Lucian in a quick trade like that. I think extended team fight though, Kyo's Keystones definitely take it. Jinx with Jinx passive plus Leandri's from Zyra and Brand will just make it very difficult for Giorgio's Bizarros to really justify an extended team fight. But yeah, these are just my opinions. I think I would prefer Kyo's Keystones draft because, like I said, massive team fight champions are normally easier to execute. But Giorgio's Bizarros, I think, is more interesting. And if piloted well, like, we could see some really good League of Legends, some very intelligent play out of this. But we'll see what Gio can cook on Shen. And I don't know who's playing Ryze. Oh, it's Declan. Yeah, we'll have to see what Declan's cooking. And oh, it's Bobby on Lucian. I'm surprised they put Bobby on Lucian and Jordan on Amumu. I thought Jordan would play something more aggressive or more, flashy or carry like because that's normally what Jordan plays. In the past, he's played Hecarim, he's played played Trundle bot lane, and I think he's also played Jax and Rengar as well. He also has played Mordekaiser. I don't have the sheet pulled up, so these are just off my memory because I'm a true fan. But yeah, Jordan decided to take a role-playing champ this for his team in this game. So yeah, Giorgio's Bizarros have a lot more have a lot more solid of a front line, I would say. But in a 5v5, it's hard to imagine that Quio's Keystones lose, all things considered, like all things even. Um, so yeah, we'll have to see. I think Giorgio's Bizarros, one thing they could do is really utilize their map mobility. If Cobi is the only one taking teleport, Shen and Ryze will just be able to have a numbers advantage most of the time if they communicate that well, if they play the macro and the map correctly. Because even if Cobi has teleport, when he uses a one team fight, just disengage. Or even if you lose the team fight, just do it again, and Cobi won't be able to teleport, and then Shen will be able to teleport, or Standing United Ryze can realm warp. So there's ways to play for sure for Giorgio's Bizarros, and so I'm really excited to see how this goes. But these are all big topics, big themes, too much hypotheticals. Let's think about the early game, the laning assignments here. And the top lane, I think Shen versus Urgot, like I was mentioning, it could be advantageous for Shen. I do think it is still losing, but it's not it's not Mordekaiser, right? And Shen prefers to go against AD champions anyway. So it could be that Gio gets one over on Cobi in lane. But Cobi honestly has historically been a pretty decent laner for top lane. Cobi historically has just like when he gets champions he knows how to play. He's actually like pretty decent. Um, I do think his Urgot is not as good as his Garen, but I think I can see top lane going either way. Even though Urgot's kind of ranged, it's a melee matchup essentially, so it's very volatile in nature. Always fighting for every CS, for every grasp proc for Shen. So yeah, Gio's gonna have to. I think it's more in Gio's court to outplay for sure. In the mid lane, I don't know who would win against Brand or Brand versus Ryze, Declan versus Quio. I would say that Quio has just been a better laner, but Declan has had some pretty good performances on Syndra and Orianna. Um, he does prefer those control mages; it's more of his wheelhouse. Whereas Quio, he had the one really good game on Xerath, where he completely carried his team and wasn't even close. I can see that happening again with the Ryze, or with the Brand. I mean, just having so much damage output and snowballing from mid lane and roaming. Quio also taking teleport makes it the idea that I was talking about earlier with um, the map mobility. Having two teleports kind of nullifies the fact that they have two one global, one semi-global ultimates for teleporting. So Quio, he may not have played recently, but he has not lost the brains. And yeah, uh, yeah, I completely called it. Liam's playing Zyra jungle, not surprised at all. But yeah, as we load onto the Rift, we have Gio's Bizarros versus Quio's Keystones in game one. In the top lane for Giorgio's Bizarros, we have Gio on Shen, Gio in the top lane, Jordan in the jungle, Declan in the mid lane, Bobby and Sammy in the bot lane. What did I say? Declan in the mid lane, Bobby and Sammy in the bot lane. I messed this up so bad, guys. It's been too long. But Quio's Keystones on the red side, it's Cobi in the top lane, Liam in the jungle, Quio in the mid lane, Anthony and Woosung in the bot lane. And yes, let's see how this pathing goes. I feel like Liam does know how to do like the really fast Zyra clear. He's starting he's starting on red buff, so he should know something because that's where you start if you want to get that like 3 minute canyon Zyra jungle clear. But I also another part of me feels like he doesn't actually know how to play Zyra jungle and he just wants to do it for fun. So, but yeah, I think bot lane, Bobby and Sammy have the opportunity to just completely bot gap Anthony and Woosung. Anthony and Woosung are definitely playing like the safer bot lane to play safe and scale. But if Sam can find a good bubble, or if Bobby finds, or if Anthony and Woosung step up too much and Bobby takes good trades, could definitely snowball bot lane into just a um, very lane dominant matchup. And Cobi going to get the first decent trade. And yeah, having level 2 there is huge. This sound is a little too loud for me. We'll turn it down to like. Come on, come on. Here we go. But yeah. I don't think Liam knows the strat, as he is entering his jungle a little late for the full like clear, like the Zyra 3:15 whatever minutes clear, but still decent. As Sam getting chunked out a bit, but here we go. Bobby stepping forward. Woosung flashing forward. Sam will flash away. Bobby, is he going to be able to get this kill? He gets exhausted, but it's a little too late, I think. And will Anthony be able to trade back? Bobby has the barrier, and Sam will be able to get the good sidestep there from Bobby to not give one back over. So first blood goes to Giorgio's Bizarros. Bobby going for that aggressive play, and that's exactly what we need to see. Like I said, I feel like if Giorgio's Bizarros, if this Lucian gets behind, it's going to be very difficult for them to pilot this game, as Lucian is definitely the main source of damage. Liam going for a nice gank, but Jordan going for a gank on the opposite side. Will he find a bandage toss? No, Cobi has to flash away. So, will live at the expense of his flash. Both junglers making an appearance in the side lanes. But yeah, that bot lane play, very interesting how that started out. I feel like it really just started with Sam getting chunked out and them stepping up too much, but hold on. Ooh, Declan. Getting poked over the wall there by Liam. Kind of cheeky. But, I think, yeah. I think Anthony and Woosung really need to respect the Lucian Nami damage. I think they might have forgotten either how strong Lucian Nami is or how good Bobby is at the game. And hold on. Cobi, ease forward. Very bold. Luckily, Shen does not have that much damage if he doesn't have ability haste. Because Shen, with ability haste, will be able to just get those empowered Qs more often, do more damage. But hold on, Bobby playing aggressively again. He knows that Lucian should be an early game champion. He knows that he should be winning this, but Anthony has his own barrier. Bobby also flashes forward, and it will die. And Sam, with the ignite, will he fish it off with the autos? He does, but Woosung able to trade it back. It's 2-for-1 trade in the bot lane. Jordan, not quite there to salvage the play, but it is 2-for-1. Evening it up the bot lane. All summoners, the rest of the summoners used by Giorgio's Bizarros bot lane there. So yeah, Bobby getting a little overconfident, and oh, Gio goes for a flash and taunt, but he's not gonna be able to find the kill. I feel like that was I don't think he needed the flash there, to be honest, but yes. Cobi will just not panic. He's just going to flip him out. And unfortunately, Gio did take a few tower shots, so he's going to be half health here as Liam going to take this gank. And the grasping roots will find him. And oh, Cobi misses! He misses a rooted target! Oh no! That might have been a free kill. I'm pretty sure Shen was well within the execute range, I feel like. And so if Cobi was able to land that, that would have been just a nice kill over to Kyo's Keystones. Unfortunately, guessing he wasn't expecting the route to last that long or something. But yeah, I mean, a good gank there from Liam, able to relieve some pressure off of Cobi. Worth noting, Shen is 6, so have to keep an eye out for the Stand United. And Liam also going to be taking those grubs. Wait, hold on. Jordan with the gank from the Tribush. Anthony has to flash away, but one more auto will do the job as we have Quio TPing in from base and Gio ulting to save Jordan. And he does save Jordan, but he got like Jordan got like really under tower, so Shen ended up ulting under tower and taking so much damage, getting stunned up there by Quio. Good follow up. So it's a 1-for-1 overall. Gio should be fine. And wait, Woosung, what? Woosung stayed at such low health. Bobby says that is a free kill just waiting to happen. So yeah, Woosung gonna be down 2 deaths in this early game. And yeah, Gio does have teleport, won't be missing too much. That's the power of Shen. Able to save his jungler, one also able to catch the wave. How many top laners can do that? But yeah, it's looking to be a pretty even early game. I do think Quio's Keystones have a slight advantage, even though they're down a kill, because they have the 3 grubs. So like the trade-off with map mobility with like Ryze and Shen leaving their lanes is that their opponents can just push the wave and crash into the tower very hard, and that is exemplified by the fact that they have grubs. And Jordan flashes past the oh my god, finds the ult onto the bot lane. I'm completely behind on my words, but not looking like not much gonna happen there, as Anthony able to survive just barely with the barrier. And oh wait, I spoke too soon. Woosung finds a snipe with Lux ult, and Liam also finding a successful gank in the top side. It's a disaster for Giorgio's Bizarros. And yeah, I'm a bit washed myself. I'm so slow on commentating these calls. I need to lock in. I'm setting up. But yeah, Jordan really tried to force that gank there. It got turned around on him. He flashes past the Lux Q, but isn't able to find the first bandage toss. Gets the ult off, but isn't able to find the second bandage toss. Anthony has barrier anyway. Is able to live. Hits the Jinx rocket, and Woosung hits the Lux ult, and wow, Liam is just gonna smite away Jordan's blue buff, and Declan, fearing for his life from this Zyra brand, has to cleanse and flash away. I do actually like the cleanse from Declan here. But yeah, across the board, yeah, just the CS numbers are suffering. Shen always going to be down CS anytime he ults away. And yeah, and I feel like Ryze into brand, it's a lot more difficult for Ryze to CS like that by Gio starting off this gank with the taunt. So Jordan's able to find a bandage toss, able to find a second one this time. And yeah, the grasp proc will be able to do it, but can they get out? They get the kill onto Urgot, but here comes Quio and Liam. Gio able to dash away, a nice sidestep from Jordan. Will he be able to live? And he does. Liam and Quio not finding any CC onto Jordan. Jordan will be able to live with just a bit of health left. The Jinx rocket flies by, not going to find anyone. And so, yeah, a clean play there from Gio and Jordan in the top lane. It was a nice setup into a nice follow-up. I'm actually surprised Jordan was able to get the second bandage toss through the minion wave. But hold on, Jordan might be caught in the middle of grubs. But wait, here come the laners from Giorgio's Bizarros. It's beautiful. Jordan just barely able to live while his laners tank the grubs for him. Liam definitely didn't think. Oh wait, but Cobi from out of nowhere off my screen able to find the Urgot ult. Did he have vision? I think he might have. It might have been like a Zyra play or something. I don't know if that ward sees him either, but able to snipe Jordan between the laners, trade one back, and meanwhile Bobby going really aggressive. Here comes the calling, and here comes the Nami Woosung trying to make the hero play, flash in front of the Lucian ult. The exhaust goes slow. Bobby is not quite gonna kill. Not quite gonna die to the tower range. It's a 2-for-0. It's just a solo bot lane or A double bot lane kill for Giorgio's Bizarros. And yeah, this Lucian Nami is definitely going to snowball. So yeah, exactly how we, exactly how we expected. Lucian Nami just way too strong of a early game duo for Jinx Lux to really keep up with. And Bobby, not afraid, just always dashing in, flashing in, opens up with the culling, not even afraid of any retaliation from this Jinx Lux. And yeah, Sam doing a great job on his signature Nami, keeping his ADC alive. But Liam, trying to keep his team in the game, will be able to get the first Drake of the game, actually, for them. Are there grubs anywhere? Oh, yeah, there are. Yeah, Liam's got 4 grubs for his team. Jordan able to get the remaining 2. Although I guess I should say Gio and Declan got the remaining 2. But yeah. As things start to quiet down a little bit, Jordan might be looking for something bot lane, but there's a control ward in the Pixel Brush, so I don't think Anthony and Woosung should die here. Declan also leaning towards bot side, has the Realm Warp. Oh, Realm Warp's actually not available. I'm not sure when he used that. But yeah, missing pings go down. Anthony and Woosung are playing very safe at this point. I think Anthony is farming decently though. He's down a wave, but what can you do against Bobby? And oh, control ward in that bush, and Anthony's gonna flash preemptively before the banish shots even comes out. And Bobby's still gonna flash forward, even though the tidal wave is gonna completely miss. I don't. What is Nami's ult called again? I forget what it's called. But Nami ult is gonna completely miss. So Anthony and Woosung do survive disengage. And that's all you can really ask for when your opponents when your Lucian Nami is this far ahead. Just try and stop the bleeding in the bot lane. They're not going to be able to play as aggressively as they would like, as Declan here going to be defending his jungler's camps. What a great mid laner. As Gio also roaming, but Bobby is stepping up so aggressively, just in their face, just right in front of them, right outside the tower. Open up with Cobi with a big team fight in the top river. Declan, Realm Warps to the other side. Cobi able to find a ult onto Gio, and will get the reset. And yeah, Declan just Realm Warp, like, he was taking too much time to Realm Warp, while Jordan and Gio was taking him so much damage. And yeah, Zyra brand Urgot is definitely going to out damage the tankiness that Shen and Amumu will have at this point in the game. So it's a handily will win that 3v3 for get 2 for free. But in the bot lane, another duo kill. I think going over to that. I actually think Bobby died in that exchange, so it's a 2-for-1 overall in the bot lane. So keeping it even across the board, but I definitely think the bot side for Giorgio's Bizarros is going to be a lot stronger coming into this mid game. But the rest of the top side for Quio's Keystones are holding it steady. I mean, like I said, Shen to Urgot, most of Shen's advantages, I would say, come from the earlier levels when Urgot doesn't have access to that perma W. But now that Cobi is past level 9, I think it's going to be quite difficult for Gio to really match him in lane at this point. And, ooh. Yeah, Declan going to get rid of, but nothing else is going to happen there. And, yeah. Jordan also not being able to shine on a carry jungler will be the result of this early game for him. I mean, Amumu is not the greatest early game jungler either. He definitely shines more in the mid to late game when he can get those big team fights. I mean, he gets more tankiness from the items and from leveling his abilities. So, Bobby and Sam will get first turret. No surprise there. Lucian Nami just so strong. As Anthony and Woosung rotate to mid. So good lane assignments here from Quio's Keystones, and oh, I don't know, I don't know if Gio knows that he doesn't win these trades anymore. The only time you can really win these trades is if you have your W, and it's like a really long cooldown, and it's like not that good at this point in the game. And Shen has no wave clear, and oh, he gets the nice taunt under tower, okay. As Liam summons the Rift Herald mid. Will they be able to knock down the mid tier 1? They will, but at what cost? Quio's teleporting mid, but hold on, look at the top lane. It's a close one, but nope. Urgot ult will go through, and Cobi will just barely survive their gang a solo kill in the top lane. But oh my goodness, Liam able to just destroy Bobby and Sam in transit, and Jordan goes back in to get one back onto Quio, but it's a big ult, but there's just no damage after Bobby goes down there. So unfortunately, even though there's a lot of like half health bars, a good chunk, Declan has to do a miracle, but no, he gets hit by the snare from over the wall by Woosung, and he will go down to his former roommate. And so yeah, it was just a losing battle after the bot lane got caught there for sure. And yeah, Giorgio's Bizarros got aced, and I just feel like the gold lead has just swung completely into Quio's Keystones favor. And yeah, we can already see as we enter the mid game, out of lane, Quio's Keystones is definitely more favored. Lucian, Nami, once they have to fight in a team fight, it's no longer just two people that they have to pilot around. There's a lot more enemies that Sam has to bubble, a lot more things that Bobby has to dodge with Lucian's short auto attacks. So it's really just gonna be a hands game for Bobby. Declan no slouch either. He will be a decent insurance policy for a secondary damage source going into mid game. Ryze has pretty decent scaling. Not really sure what he's building. Does have the Rod of Ages, so yeah, once that gets more stacks, and yeah, Gio is not gonna be winning this matchup. It's just, oh, has to flash away from the Urgot ult. Wait, what's going on mid lane? Realm Morph just gonna be used as a as a fake out. Bobby has a Tiamat? What? He's building Lethality Lucian. I think that's gonna be a Profane Hydra Lucian? I don't know if that's actually the move, but what do I know? He does have he has a really late tier as well. So I have no idea what Bobby's cooking, but we'll see if it's going to lead them to a victory, as they're going to try and catch out Quio here. Tidal Wave to start it off. A nice follow-up into the bubble. It's just not even fair. There's no counterplay. But meanwhile, in the mid lane, both mid laners for teams will get caught out. 4v1 in the mid lane. Declan goes down. 2v1 in the bot lane. Quio will be caught. But I feel like Quio's Keystone's just going to have a way better push here, especially with those 4 grubs. They're going to be able to knock down this tier 2 tower, I feel like. Especially with 3 champions hitting them. Jordan's not going to be able to clear the wave or stop them or anything. Bobby is trying to trade back with the top tier 2, or bottom tier 2. But yeah, I just don't think this is a winning matchup anymore for Gio. I think it's really hard for him to match Urgot anywhere outside of like being next to his tower. And oh no, Bobby's getting surrounded like sharks. He's gonna have to try and fight his way out of this one, but no. Root's gonna find its way on to Bobby as he gets stuck in the Zyra ult and will be shut down, going over to Lux, I believe, onto Woosung. I don't know if there's a shutdown, but Woosung does secure the kill there, keeping his KDA alive. He knows it's for the stats. But yeah, a lot of these first, second items coming online means that these scaling champions like Zyra and Brand and Jinx will be just stronger. Liam already has 2 items, the Blackfire Torch with the Liandry's. Cobi actually, Kobe's always like just secretly OP, isn't he? Has a Hullbreaker and Black Cleaver this game. So it's gonna be quite difficult for Shen to match him at all. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of this build from Gio with the Deadman's Plate start. But we'll see as Realm Warp will transport 3 onto Cobi. Will they get the shutdown? Declan will be collecting that. That is huge. We need, I think Giorgio's Bizarros needs that, needs another carry online as the rest of the team are running away, but Jordan and Gio go back in. What? I feel like there's so much disconnect there. They don't even find a kill onto Quio. Declan trying so desperately, but Zyra and Jinx just free-firing on the rest of the team. I think there was so much miscommunication there. I feel like Gio and Jordan wanted to go back in, but the rest of the team I was just trying to get out. I think they might have been able to get out, but it's hard to tell. I really want to know what the comms were like in that instance, but that just turned it from being this one kill over to, 4 people dying. So now they're just gonna be able to start off this Baron. It's gonna be a 2-man Baron. Zyra very proficient at taking Baron alone, and will be very good with a Jinx as well. So this will be the big purple worm going over to Kyo's Keystones. And yeah, this game is looking like it's slipping away from Giorgio's Bizarros. But I don't expect them to go quietly. I don't expect them to go down without a fight. Especially Jordan on an engaged champion. He probably will want to keep going and try to find what he thinks is a creative angle and go for it. And I know Bobby's not afraid to try and get a hands gap, especially on a champion like Lucian. He's gonna try. We're gonna see. It's not over yet for Giorgio's Bizarros. As this Hextech Drake is spawning in. It's gonna be a 5v5 banger. I do think it's just gonna go straight over to Kyo's Keystones, but will there be a team fight? No engage comes out. Gio on the opposite side of the map has to stand united, but I feel like without Gio, there's a lot of front line that's missing. And here comes the stand united now. I don't know if it'll complete. It's not going to complete. Oh, it does complete. But it completes right as Jordan dies. So as soon as Gio arrives, he's going to have to get out. He actually got hit by the Urgot ult. I'm surprised it didn't execute. But yeah, it's going to be quite difficult at this point to have a man down as they're pushing down this mid-inhib turret. Declan not going to be able to do too much on this Ryze, I feel like. It's just going to be really hard, but a good Nami ult will separate the team as Bobby opens up with the culling, finds a few shots onto Cobi, but no one goes down yet. And Liam flashes forward with Zyra, gets an ult, forcing a disengage. Will be able to buy some space for his team to walk out of there as it was getting a little dicey. So, yeah, I feel like Kyo's Keystones a bit ruffled, but definitely not dead. But hold on, the Realm Warp, the map mobility, exactly what I'm talking about. They will find a pick onto Quio again. This game is doing disastrous numbers to Kyo's KDA, I feel like. So, yeah, Quio will be going down once more, but this is all you can do at this point of the game for Giorgio's Bizarros. Just try to find picks, try to utilize these powerful ultimates from Shen and Ryze. And hold on, I feel like Gio might be caught here. No root is going to be found actually, so he will be able to dash out. As Giorgio's Bizarros will be able to mount a defense for this top inhib. Or will they? That Kenamin's still alive. Okay. They will be able to keep their top inhib alive for now. And Declan's starting to do a bit of damage now. Having 2 completed items. Still not going to be comparable to the amount that Bobby is taking. Bobby just get. Oh my gosh, it's a huge Amumu from Jordan. It will be able to clean up. Declan and Jordan doing so much extra damage on the later half of that fight. It's a 3-for-1 overall. Bobby actually, no Bobby required when it comes to dealing damage. Declan, I was saying he was doing decent damage. I didn't think it was enough, but I guess with Amumu's passive and just a very solid Amumu ult from Jordan, able to swing that fight, able to allow them to get 3 kills. A big shutdown from Liam goes on to Amumu. I mean, you would have liked to see that on Declan instead, but hey, I feel like Giorgio's Bizarros are not going to be upset about that team fight. All it takes is a glimmer of hope for a squad of 5 to believe it's winnable. This could be the one. As yeah, looking at these items, maybe I'm just being nitpicky, but I'm not a huge fan of Geo's item choices here. I think Dead Man's Plate start is fun, but it's not very good. But I think Hollow Radiance is fine, I guess. But yeah, I'm not gonna nitpick. I'm just a Shen main. But anyways, I will say Declan is going for a Frozen Heart, which will be quite powerful in nullifying the Jinx. I feel like Frozen Heart's passive is severely underestimated, especially against hyper attack speed champions like Jinx. So Declan will be a pseudo frontline later on once he completes that, especially once he gets if he has a Seraph's Embrace passive up, just a huge shield will be able to save him in a pinch. But yeah, I still think there's a huge Liam problem on for Giorgio's Bizarros. 10, 2, and 6 on the Zyra, working towards a Rabadon's. Just he is obviously the best player in the lobby, but you know, I do think these teams are fairly even. I'm not gonna lie, and I think this game is honestly more even than most HLCS games. I would not say this is a complete stomp at all. There was definitely a win condition. There still is a win condition actually. And that's utilizing these map mobilities. Shen and Ryze on the opposite side of the map. Will they be able to find a kill onto Cobi? Cobi going in for the flash E onto Declan. Will they be able to kill him in time as Declan gets saved with the Stand of United and the Seraph's Embrace? They will find two. They will find one as the rest of them, and oh my goodness, Jordan able to find the steal, and he will also be able to kill Lux before he goes down to Quio. So Jordan buying his team 5 more minutes away from that Hextech Soul. Liam, no smiters. Loses to the F smite. And yeah, Jordan making sure that he does not go quietly into this game. Not going to get completely gapped by Liam. I do think Jordan has had some very pivotal moments in these past 10 minutes in this mid game. That team fight earlier, plus that Drake steal now, is why I guess he is the jungler. Doesn't matter carry or not. As long as you have flash, as long as you have smite, can always make a play. And looks like Kyo's Keystones are opting to try and take this Baron. They're still much stronger. Don't get me wrong. They're still much stronger than Giorgio's Bizarros, but Giorgio's Bizarros are not as weak as they used to be. They will be able to find a fight, but Gio might be stepping up a bit too far. Gets chunked out by Liam. And wait, but hold on. Bobby playing so aggressively. Flashes forward. Trades 1-for-1 with Anthony. Gets another. Gets a. Kyo down to half health, but Kyo has Zanya's, and oh my goodness! Cobi, will he be able to pull back Sam? No, he doesn't! The Realm Warp will be able to get Sam out to safety. I didn't even realize that worked. What happened? Why did was Sam not in ult range? I don't get it. Did Cobi ult at all? Am I just imagining things? But it doesn't matter, I mean, 1-for-1, but Giorgio's Bizarros were just so chunked out, it was basically just a team fight win for Kyo's Keystones. They will be able to take this Baron anyway. It was hard fought. It was close. But I do think that Kyo's Keystones might be able to find a win here in a moment. Jordan might be caught here by Cobi. Cobi will open up with the ult. Jordan has to flash away so he doesn't take too much damage. And Sam will be able to heal him. And now Kobe's the one that's overstepped as his team shows up to save him. Jordan will secure the kill as well. It was all a huge bait. And Giorgio's Bizarros may be down, but I'm really loving their team play here. There was that miscommunication up in the top lane about 15 minutes ago, but I feel like they're playing around this map very intelligently, playing around Urgot, not letting Cobi split push mindlessly, not falling for that trap, just constantly trying to find a numbers advantage there, just calling him out, always able to catch him and they're able to save each other as well with these map rotations. So yes, this is the kind of intelligent League of Legends I'm looking for. They're not just opting for big team fight. They're looking for good macro plays, good decisions across the map. And it's what's keeping them alive in this game, even though they've been down so much gold for so long. They're able to make it so difficult, just pulling Quio's Keystones across the rift, back and forth. And uh-oh, Jordan might be caught out here, but he's tanky at this point. Amumu is a little too tanky. I do think that I do think Jordan should not die to anything. Like, he should be able to face check safely. So, Liam, definitely the MVP so far of this game. 11, 2, and 7 on the Zyra, working towards his final item, a Void Staff. Just so powerful right now. It's going to be really hard for Giorgio's Bizarros to out-damage this. No matter how many times Cobi gets caught, if you don't take out the Zyra, it's going to... these team fights are near impossible to win. Yeah, the kill count is close, but the minions are closer, and Jordan might be caught out here. Has to use the ult, won't be able to find his way out of that one. Will, as Anthony, Quio, and Cobi surround him in his own jungle. And yeah, Liam and Woosung using this Baron buff in the bot lane, able to get the bot tower. Meanwhile, Anthony and Quio in the mid lane pushing as well. So they have all three lanes pushing, and Giorgio's Bizarros can defend none of them. It might just be a triple inhib right here, as Cobi once again able to push back Geo. It's just so hard for Shen in this stage of the game to match him. And yeah, this might be it, as Bobby. Oh my goodness, I've been saying since the draft, Bobby has to be the one to stay alive to do a majority of this damage, but he will go down as he gets taken out by the Urgot ult. And a good double root there by Woosung at the end of this game, able to find Sam as well. One more engage by Gio and Jordan, but there's just no one to follow up. Gio goes down. Jordan soon to follow, but will they be able to find Cobi? They do. Declan able to not go quietly, will trade one back, and Declan actually doesn't die there, but it will be a solid, clean ending for Quio's Keystones taking game one. And yeah, I mean, team fight still wins in HLCS, but hey, kudos to Giorgio's Bizarros for the intelligent map movement, and I really appreciate the big brain macros. But yeah, good games. Good game one goes to Quio's Keystones.